a game about butterflies. So Flutter is from phase shift games, and most of phase shift games involve dropping things on the table. Flutter does not do that. Instead, you're going to be placing tiles next to each other with different butterflies and bugs on them, except these tiles are oddly shaped. In this game, there's going to be one spot that everyone's going to be building the different petals on, and then you'll have these piles here in the middle. On your turn, you will move the sun clockwise, although if you have the petals, you can pay to skip and go to the next tile, 1 yellow, then 2 purples, then 3 reds, then 4 purples if I want to come all the way back to where I started, which is pretty expensive. But wherever you go, you're going to take the top tile of that one, and you're going to connect it here to at least one side in the middle. Now when you connect it, you are trying to make color match flowers. So if I color match these 2 flowers here, for example, I would get 3 purple petals and 3 blue petals. If I did this, on the other hand, I would get 3 blue petals, but here I would have to pay 2 red and 1 purple petal. So I'm going to have to pay if the colors don't match. Now later on when you connect the tiles, let's say later on someone went to do this, if they connected this, they would have to pay 2 reds and a yellow, but here they would get the tile because there already is red in this flower. So players are going to be placing these tiles, and again, as long as you match different sides, you're going to be fine. But what you're trying to do is you're trying to enclose tiles. So when a tile is completely enclosed, and let's just quickly enclose a tile here. So when a tile is completely enclosed, whatever it might be, let's say something's down here. First of all, if there's any empty spaces when you're finished placing your tile, you'll flip water tiles over and take the bonuses on them, whether they are points, pollen points, that's how you win the game, or you get some petals. But when you enclose a tile, you will get the points in that tile, and they're basically these little white dots here, if you can pay for them. So if I enclose this big giant tile here, I would get 6 points if I can pay 6 blue petals. And if I can't, then everyone else gets half of those points for free. So don't enclose a tile unless you can pay for it. Also, at the end of your turn, you can put a B on any tile that's not enclosed, and if someone else encloses that, including you, you'll get 2 points, and then you can put the B somewhere else. And then at the end of the game, when some of the piles of tiles are gone, you also get points based on where your petals have shown up at the end of the game, and whoever has the most points is the winner. The odd shape of the tiles is something that really attracts me to this. The moving around in the middle with the sun, usually you want to take the next tile. I've skipped one. I think I skipped 2. But I wouldn't skip more than that. Those extra costs seem ridiculous. So there's some interesting things here. You want to get your petals up high in each of the colors. So you want to match colors. As a side, I think the matching color flower thing is not particularly intuitive. Matching ones that are the same color is fine. Matching ones that aren't the same color where you lose petals is not, but you need to do it sometimes because otherwise you're not going to place things out. So that's going to take a bit to wrap your mind around. I like it, but it's going to be a little odd. Usually you match stuff and it's perfect. Here it's a little imperfect. And especially with the tiles being imperfect and how they're placed out there. So there's some weird stuff that can go on. But you want to have a lot of petals because if you place a tile and close it, now you can score for it. But you need to have the petals to be able to do that. And of course, if you don't spend petals at the end of the game, you can get a lot of points for them. Or not a lot of points, but several points. This game does not overstay its welcome. I found it to be absolutely gorgeous on the table. It just feels different and unique. So if you like tile placement games that have sort of a wonky thing to them, like this doesn't feel like anything else, I think you would enjoy Flutter. I would give it a 7 out of 10.